Hello everybody, we are back with another video. Today we are having an interesting topic to discuss. Today we are talking about some lab work that we've done. First, before we get into it, I want to say to y'all that we are just coming out of a push phase that we wrapped up a month and a half ago, before Ramadan was joining us. So throughout that push phase, that was around 18 weeks long, we joined then a maintenance phase on Ramadan of 4 to 5 weeks, which we kept the supplementation at maintenance. And for the pushing phase, I got in this pushing phase the heaviest I've ever been and the strongest and biggest I've ever been, while far from the fattest. So that's pretty successful for me. That was my best pushing phase that I've ever had, and we are very happy and thankful for that. So now we're gonna see some lab work here that we've done. And even though after that pushing phase, that was my best pushing phase, like I said, that I've ever done, I was still far from my highest of supplementation there. I was 500 milligrams away from the highest I've ever took, and it was under a gram. So that's pretty successful for me. Let's see the labs though, how they came out. I'm saying from now, which you're gonna see as well, the labs I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna try to put some pics in there, even though I'm not very good at editing. But even though the pushing phase was my best one and my most successful pushing phase that I've ever had, the labs came out better than ever before. I believe even better than when I was natural. So that's pretty successful for me. Like I said, we ran an 18-week period of pushing phase, 18 weeks long. Supplementation stayed at under a gram total of AAS. So, and that was 500 milligrams less than the highest I've ever taken before on my previous pushing phase. Body weight stayed at got at the highest that it's ever been. We were lean, condition was holding. Then we got into the holding phase. That was 5 weeks long throughout the Ramadan, and we kept supplementation at the maintenance side of things. Now these labs are done right after the maintenance phase. So we've done the pushing phase, we've done the maintenance phase, and now we run labs. And here we have the biochemical labs, which are glucose, urea, creatinine, and uric acid, cholesterol, and the lipids. These came out very well. As you can see, everything is perfectly fine. Some slight things above or some slight things under the range, but which are really pretty normal to have. And these are just from training alone, nothing else. And for somebody like us, like for athletes that train that hard and push food and supplementation at that point to be at the elite level, or to try and get at the elite level, it's pretty normal to have this score. Not normal, but it is pretty healthy. Then we go into some red and white blood cells, so the complete blood clot. Here, this is more than perfect as well. I believe this was perfect. This was better than when I was natural as well. So pretty successful on this one as well. Then we go into the HbA1c, very good as well. We go into testosterone. That was the lab. This lab cannot count the real testosterone, how high it is, but it can go up to a certain point, which is 15 nanograms per milliliter. So it can go till this point, so we have it at the highest range. It doesn't count higher than this. These are then the thyroid check. we have everything very good, besides 54, which is normal because it's slightly under the range, but as long as 53 it's in range and it's pretty good, we don't worry about that. Everything seems normal on the iron side of things as well. Ferritin is very normal. Acid folate, it's on the range. Then on the hormonal check, we have everything more than perfect. Here I'd like to go more with feeling on the hormonal check, on the hormones. I don't mind a lot the labs, but still I try to have an idea around them, so that's why I run always to see where we are with them. Then cortisol is pretty impressed with this, that is at this range, because I've always had issues with cortisol before, not only because of the supplementation and food and training, but even from my lifestyle. I was stressing a lot in the past, so cortisol was getting even higher, not just because of my stress with the bodybuilding lifestyle, but with my outside management of stress as well, as I wasn't very good at that part, but we improved by far. Then we have the vitamin D. Here I've had deficiencies as well before, but now it's all good, all perfect. Seems to be at the highest range, so we're pretty happy with that. We have PCA, all good. Let's see what else. We have bilirubin. Everything seems decent, everything seems perfect. Yeah, of course, we have the creatine kinase here. That's that's a big headache for all the doctors out there. They will put their hands on the head when they see this, but it's pretty normal for somebody that trains and does things like we do. And these are done after just one rest day. It's nothing crazy. I haven't took any big rest from training, so it's normal to have the creatinine this high. And yes, that was it. Everything was perfectly fine. I'm very happy with anything, and truly impressed though, to be honest, because coming out of that pushing phase that I just told you, I was wondering how they will be, even though I've kept the supplementation, like the vitamin supplementation, throughout stable, and I've been taking everything that I was meant to, and everything that we've thought with my coach that will be necessary to keep me healthy at the dose that we've thought that could make that happen. So when you do things like this, and especially when you stay like really strict and healthy on the nutrition side, it pays off, really. And this is the merit of doing things clean, healthy, and really professionally. I do count my sleep, I do count my water, I do count my salt intake throughout the whole year, not just in prep. We're not talking 2-3 month period, we are talking 365-day period. I do take my vitamins daily, I do my fasted walking, I do my daily amount of steps, so everything on the cardiovascular side, it's pretty good as well. I do everything as it's written down on the plan, and I try to take care of my health at the best of my ability while we have chose to do what we are doing. We are taking care as well of our health to be doing this, to be able to do this as long as possible and at the best way that's possible. So we're pretty happy with that. Just to give you a little update now about what's coming next. It's a short priming phase. I believe it will be around 4 weeks long. Just to prime myself for the next push-up phase, because coming out of the Ramadan, coming out of 4 or 5 weeks of fasting, now it's the body of course will hold some water, because it got used to another routine, which was not my usual routine. The eating hours were pretty short based on what we've done normally and before, so the body is more than likely gonna hold and gonna gain some water weight and some body fat as well throughout that period, even though we try to stay on maintenance hold and the muscle, like body weight and the muscle tissue hold it pretty good. Body fat as well, we didn't have anything crazy gained throughout that period, but still we need to pull back slightly so we can get ourselves in a sweet position to start pushing again forward and get the most out of the upcoming pushing phase as well. Then hopefully after we finish the last pushing phase, we're gonna jump into a prep if we see we are ready, and whenever we see we are ready. Labs came out pretty good, so nothing to worry and nothing to try and stay on the place or to try and keep this maintenance phase on the side of supplementation. So now we're gonna try to escalate back up, even though not really much right now because it's the priming phase. Like I said, we're gonna try to pull some body fat off this period and get the body primed up and ready for the push-up phase. So nothing crazy here with the food, nothing crazy with the supplementation as well. We're just trying to refine what we have even more and get our body in a sweet position to start pushing again up our body weight and try and gain as much muscle as we can, because I think we have lots of space. Like I said, I have not even run higher than a gram of supplements on the previous push-up phase, and I've got my training into another level, and I've just got it, and it's continuing to improve. So much room to improve, much room to push the things forward and to get to reach new heights in terms of muscle mass, in terms of performance and everything else that comes with it. So I'm very excited for that. Things are rolling pretty fast, things are going more than perfectly. Of course, we've had up and downs, I cannot lie, I cannot stand here and be like, for me everything has been spot on. But with the up and downs, it's very important to make sure we get up after falling. It's not, the success is not falling. The success is getting up after falling and getting up again after falling again. But on this case though, I've been very happy, pretty grateful with how things have gone, and looking forward to doing my best and keeping the standard as high as possible to my abilities. And I know what I can do. With the will of God, I'll do my best to keep going forward and to try and give my best, to try and continue to give my best like I've done always. And look, our best is all we have, so for us it's not a new thing. Glory be to God. But this is it though. I wanted to give you just a little update and give you share some of my happiness throughout this lab result with you guys as well. Next video is gonna be a training video where I'm gonna explain like I usually do and give you some tips and cues. If you have any preference on the upcoming videos, or if you want any tips on any particular side of this lifestyle that I live, any tip on nutrition, training, or whatever else you want to see, supplementation. This is the first time I'm being this transparent with my supplementation, so y'all need to take some benefits out of this. And this was it, guys, for today's video. I hope everybody enjoyed it, everybody took something from it. Till next one, I'm out, and I hope everybody continues to get after it. See you.